They don't understand our love. They say we're not good enough. No matter what they say, oh, we are. We're having the time of our lives.
Hello again, and welcome to another exciting episode of Walk the Talk. As always, I'm Tabia. On this episode, we shall be discussing status symbols. Very often, ladies feel pressure to look and appear a certain way, even if they can't afford it. Guys buy cars to impress girls, to oppress each other, and to impress potential business partners. Sound familiar? Are your kids attending that school because it's a good one, or simply because of the message you want to send? As usual, we have a guest to discuss this pressing issue with us today. Find out who he is shortly. Don't touch that remote.
In the time of our lives.
Elan and Chigol are here with me, as usual, and they're itching to have a go at the topic.
Yes, we are.
But right before we do that, let's hear what the voice has to say.
Status symbol. That one is easy. For men, the first thing that comes to mind for me is car. Like without a shadow of a doubt. Maybe not me personally in terms of the type of car. I want a relatively nice car that says something about me. It says I'm trying to be upwardly mobile and is aspirational, but it's not over the top. You hear stories of guys who, they will get 10 million, they will spend 9.5 of it on the car. I certainly don't see things like that, but for sure, Nigeria status symbol is the first thing is car. And I think also it's because of the way women respond to it as well. See that guy's range, see that guy's Cayenne, everything. I think it's our chick magnet for sure. Even not just Nigeria, across the world. Homeboy just got a new Ferrari or whatever. You just see the girls stroking the car, looking at the guy like, I bet there's more where that came from. So that's the number one status symbol. I would say another one is maybe a watch. About 6, 7, maybe 8 years ago, I really started seeing a lot of Hublot. And initially, it wasn't as popular, but now, you see so many of them, and you have that, whether that hexagonal or octagonal shape, that sometimes you can even see an Audemars, and you now think it's a Hublot, and because just how, popular they became, guys are always looking for Rolex, just always trying to step up and show that, I get past my neighbor kind of thing. Another status symbol, funny enough, is the babe. I think when you think about, okay, you got a car, you got a watch, so you have to do what's next. I have to get the chick. And it has to be, I'm sorry, I have to say this, but we too like yellow in this country. So you have to go and now find a babe that, yellow, weave this one down, she has everything, 2 package, that kind of thing. Where when you now go to functions, it's like, you're always showing off, it's like, yeah, see my main chick, that kind of thing. So other guys too will now look at you like, man, they badun this guy, you don't step up, everything, he has the whole package. Those are the 3 top status symbols. You can always say house or apartment, but, it's, that's not really what you show on the outside. It's because it's not what people see when they first meet you. They obviously won't see your house, but they can see everything else.
That was very interesting.
Yes, it was. The voice is always so real. And I like the fact that it's his voice.
Yes.
So like some other people borrow voices.
And
People on the radio and accents.
I know. You transition East London, West London.
You don't need an interpreter. Just
Dip
hear
it
what
by
they say.
New Jersey, come back to South Africa.
Don't forget you have to hit India too.
All sorts of accents.
Chiga, just give us one little, come on. You want to.
I know.
Come
She
on.
does.
Where will you start? Just tell us, where are we starting?
There's so many, because I also like the way the British people sound sometimes, and then this is how they do sound, and I like it a lot because it's really cute to hear. and then sometimes you're just talking like this, and it doesn't even matter because it's just from the people from the South in America, somewhere in Georgia, and they sound like this, you know what I mean? And you gotta just wrap your head around it because you're like, what? They sound like that? And then it's like some other girls like from the Valley, like in California, and they're like, whatever, like really, totally sure, like okay, oh my god, like really, gosh, why? You know what I mean? Yeah, and then we come back here and like totally like this because there's this girl like this. Her name is Modinos, and Modinos have a different this thing. She talk a different way every time.
They don't do that on the radio.
Some people will be surprised.
Depends on the frequency.
You'll be very surprised the frequency there's. Yeah, there's something like this, yes. It's called variety. They're giving it a variety. Yes.
I love it.
I'm touched. It's okay. It's okay.
I love it.
This accent, I mean, why do they feel that do you think it's more like to validate their point? It has to come
to sound abroadish.
You just feel
to
that
sound
just to sound
intelligent,
that.
To sound abroad, to sound more intelligent.
So your accent dictates your...
onions.
Yeah.
You have to have the onions to know what you gotta do. Yeah. The accent of the onions.
She's joking. She means onus.
I'm
But
so
onions.
joking.
Yes.
I'm so
Okay.
joking.
Oh dear.
Yes,
How
it's
do you
true.
feel when you just you're in your car, frustrated, you tune down
in
the
traffic,
radio,
and then people are just
it hits you?
For me, I use it for comic relief.
Okay.
no same.
So because every time I hear weird stuff, I crack up. And of course, it gives Chigo material. You know what I mean? Like, okay, here we go again. Especially if you listen to radio at night. It's like these supposedly quote unquote romantic
Sultry
calling,
voices.
calling in to tell about your problems. And what about the girl who's good to the town? She like you, she don't like you. What do you do if your wife or your girlfriend, sleeping around? How are you gonna do it? She has not said anything. She has not said anything. That for them, it will put us in trouble in this country. I've missed flights because of for them before. I'm sitting at the airport by the gate. I'm hearing flight 000 to Lagos. Flight 000 to Lagos. I'm sitting there. And I have to go, where's the flight? He said, no, not be this one, not be this one. Flight 000 to Lagos. Meanwhile, the lounge is just emptying out slowly. By the time I look, it's like 4 of us. I said, Oga, how far? They never call my friend. I said, now your plane, they go so. My plane, they go so. What am I do? I started crying. I went to the desk. I said, excuse me. It's not you stupid girl. It's 000 to Lagos. How am I supposed to know what Lagos is?
oh God.
They flew me the next day. I made noise where we were like 4 of us looking in the lounge. Like, it's looking very foolish. And I got there early, which was even more annoying. I sit by the door and I miss my flights to Lagos.
Oh my God.
Accents. Where will it take us? Why can't we just accept that it's okay to just sound like you? Regardless of whatever it is. I mean, everybody can and does put an accent to sort of like blend into whatever situation you're in,
which is
obviously,
alright.
which is okay.
But there should
you
be a
need
limit.
to not get confused.
Yeah.
You need to know.
So you confuse yourself.
Exactly.
What you say.
You ask yourself, with this person, do I have an English accent, American, German? Who knows? I don't know. Why?
But there isn't even anything wrong with an accent. Do it well. If you do the accent well,
And be
make us believe you're
consistent.
from that side. Be consistent.
Yes.
You can't be in it, Sir, in it. No, that's American and British. Where did you go to school? Which part? Hello.
Neither.
I went to school in Russia for like 6 weeks. You come back with British accent, in it. I'm back. You know what I mean? I'm back here. It's you people.
Choma's hilarious, but let's go on a quick break, and when we come back, we'll meet our guest for today.
We're having the time of our lives.
Welcome back to Walk the Talk. Our guest on the episode today is a dynamic individual and a powerful name in the fashion industry. It's none other than the renowned designer or fashion artist, as he says it, Mai Atafo. Welcome to the show.
Welcome.
Happy to be here.
Oh, we're happy to have you.
Yes, always. So my first question is, why do you think that people feel pressured to live up to, other people's expectations? Especially, in your industry, for example, there seems to be a pressure to look and to appear a certain way.
I think it's driven by the industry itself and just people's perception. We are moved by, the crowd. Where the crowd is, we want to, as I said, no one's an island, so we want to be part of the crowd. So we tend to move or gravitate towards that direction. And I think it's even very peculiar with, Africa or Nigeria, as the case may be, where, a lot of people do not grow into their own or know their own until they're a lot older. So there's this need to follow the crowd, and that's the essence of fashion, isn't it? Fashion is, something that's started by one or a group of people and it's followed by a lot of people. I'd say style is started by one and is by one and it's appreciated by a lot of people. But in terms of fashion, people have to follow for it to be a trend. People have to follow.
But what about what we still hear about people who it's not now just about them wanting just to look good, even with maybe just tailors or buying clothes off the rack. They actually actively court the people who would be able to give them a certain look or allow them to have a certain lifestyle, be it cars or schools or whatever it is. And they can't afford it. They know they can't afford it. They tell you, they get it off of you, and then suddenly
They vanish.
It's not even that they vanish. They just suddenly develop like amnesia. Like,
think
what are you
that's-
talking about?
Selective hearing.
That happens even in different areas. I'm in my own industry, first of all. People come to order clothes and do not want to pay for it, and they have no plans to pay for it.
But
And
why?
they
Why
do
would you do that?
everything not to
Would
pay
you
for
wait
it?
But why? But you
Even
wore it.
Like more than wedding clothes, like, on that day, they're like, how it is, when in a hurry, they drop a check and the check is a doodle check. And they never want to give you the money.
Rubber checks? Oh,
You're
no, no,
joking.
no.
Yeah, and that happens. Again, it's not even just Nigerians, everywhere, in terms of people trying to look the part. You talked about cars now, People sometimes, borrow cars to use to show off so they look in a certain,
Yes.
catered that you're not. But again, it's trying to get an acceptance from the people or be part of the people, which is really, recently I saw it on Twitter, so I can't remember where I saw this thing where Bow Wow, puts a picture up on Twitter and says he rode over in a convertible or some kind of car. And the company who rented it from tweeted after him and said, thank you for, taking our car on a spin. It came back safely, thanks. You know what I mean?
But the sad thing is, though, like the people you are trying to pose for know your truth.
Yeah.
Or they find
it's weird.
out.
Or they find out
A lot of
eventually.
times they know your truth because somebody knows somebody who really knows what's going on in your house. Like somebody knows you ain't got no dough. They say no, and they're like, and he has come, he's posing his, your car, and they're like, hey, but they're saying they're hating you, but they're yes, they know you ain't got nothing.
But the
They
truth
know.
about it is that would still catch a few people, and
Yeah.
and that's the whole intention. You know what I mean?
How can I borrow like you?
Exactly,
That's why
yeah.
I
wanna
don't
be
go,
able to
that's why,
borrow
that's why I
like
don't go clubbing, because there's racism in the club.
About what?
There's a VIP area. There's a,
what?
to me,
I thought
that's
there was
the-
like a
to me,
VIP.
To me, that's I
First
call
of all,
it racism. That we've
no,
gone
it
through
is.
that for years.
No,
and you go to a
it's
club and you're like,
charism.
stay down here.
No,
I
man,
don't call it
it's
discrimination. I
it's
call it
charism.
racism. They say,
Charism.
you have to go in there. You can't go in there. Then like someone said, I know the bottle of champagne is actually 5,000 naira outside. Why am I paying 50,000 naira in the club?
To show that you can afford it.
So it's all, and it's now a business. If I know what you're trying to do, I leverage in it, and I leverage it and I make money off it.
I think you're right when you say it's a bit of racism. In fact, I have my own word for it, carism, because only certain types of cars are actually allowed to drive into the club or into places. It's like when you go to
security
someone's
guard
house.
will
Yeah, security
bounce
guard.
you if you
Yes,
don't come with the right car,
yes.
yeah.
If you're in a Kia, chances are security guard will come and be like, yes, who are you? Who are you looking for? If you're in a Jeep or an SUV, they just open, the door. And I'm like, how do you know that armed robbers don't, haven't figured that out already, and then you're just letting people, Anyway, and it's very disturbing that, we place so much emphasis on such things. I don't know.
And that's what we found. That's the way the world works. That's the way the
Exactly,
world
it's the way it is. I mean, we have.
It's
to
almost
deal
like
with
if you
it.
don't like it, that's your business. That we're not trying to change. We like the whole. It's like you meet people and you become amazed at how fake is not even the word. It's not. It's not fake. It's like I don't know what else to call it. It's like you're living on your. I call them planet people. On your own planet, where everything is okay.
Is you, yeah.
But the rest of the world knows it's not. But in your mind.
Reserved
Told
case.
yourself. Like you're driving the borrowed car, but it's my range.
You know what? It's what I always say. You're literally a legend in your own mind.
Exactly.
Formed-
Delusions
You're
of
living
grandeur.
the film of your life.
Delusional
Yes.
grandeurs. I
And your
call it.
delusions are playing with an
Yes.
American accent, not with a Nigerian or African.
Hello,
Yes.
let's not go there.
Accent.
Spending 4 weeks in Turkey, I come back with a British accent.
Swing, English, British, they dab a
Australian.
bit.
It's called Britico.
No,
It's Britico for name. It's called Britico
all
for name.
over.
And you
It
can meet with some
goes all
Indian,
over.
some American, in it, yeah.
See, that's one thing. It's the way the society is. Because
Yep.
I'll be very, very honest. Like, if someone walked in the hall and they said, "Hi, good morning. I'm here to see," everyone's like. If someone came and said, "Good morning, I want to see," yeah. It's funny, but they get the doors open. You know, I'm not even kidding you. It works. Even from the girls wanting to be light skinned now, it's because it works. If it didn't work, you
wouldn't be
do
doing it. Yeah, it does.
It works. I mean, I'll come here and try to say, okay, I mean, in my industry, I leverage it. Do you understand? We do. This is what's happening, you leverage it. It works. And that's why we're where we are. It's like the ladies with the fake Louis Vuitton bags.
Oh, my.
Do you understand? It's crazy. You know, you have a Louis Vuitton bag that is original cost supposed to be ₦500,000 and you're on Okada. I can't put it together. It's wrong. You buy it to Kumboka and still get change from the bag. So do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
So what do you think one could say to those who just want to, be the best version of themselves? How do they stay real when people still have that feeling that, being a certain way could possibly lead to, a better result?
Yeah.
I just think that you need to find your purpose and be damn good at what you do, whatever it is, because then you don't feel the need to blend. You know, I look at many designers that actually make clothes. They're not the best dressers, but they make the most amazing clothes. But you do not discredit them or whatever because they don't dress that way. I mean, Michael Kors wears black and black. Do you understand? And Calvin Klein wears his jeans forever. But that doesn't now make them not credible for what they do. And if you respect somebody for what he does, and you would not start looking at, is he driving a flashy car? So I think that if you're successful and you have that locked down in whatever field you are, no one will start to question your lifestyle choices. It feels like you're doing it because that's what you want to do, regardless if you have money or do not have money. I think that's it. I think people need to say, my name is Mai Atafo and I am a fashion designer, and that's what you should look at me as, not trying to be someone else. So if you see me in the club, I'm here to dance and have fun. So if I'm not in VIP, it's because I'm having fun and dancing there. If you see me in the nearest amala joint getting down to my business, it's because I want to eat amala. And I know that I won't get that amala in VI, in any of the cool restaurants. I need to go to Surulere, get down to Shita, and get down to my business, and I'll do it. So that way, it will not be cool for you to be sitting in places like that. The guy is so cool. I actually saw him riding his bicycle. He's so cool. Now, it's not going to be the reverse because you are known for something and celebrated for that thing.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? He could do whatever he wants to do.
Exactly.
But he's doing this. So he's like how people just talk about Johnny Depp right now. He has no style, but his craziness is like, I like it, it's eccentric. They help him explain his not being in style. Do you get what I mean? So then now people help him explain it. He's not trying to explain anything. I am me. This is it. And I think that's it, And the truth about it, if you have that and you're damn good at what you do, no one's going to start questioning your other choices. People would defend you, like, Nelson Mandela. Who's going to say he's this or he's that? Like someone said the other day, people do things and they're so good at it that when they're even bad in other things, you don't celebrate it. Nelson Mandela, everyone would die after him. But look at him literally say, okay, when you look at his marriage, was he really good in family and stuff? No one wants to talk about it. Like, keep that quiet. Let's focus on Madiba,
the
man.
monumental
And that's what you want to see, And to me, that's the important thing. You just be good at one thing and you do it really, really well. The other things are inconsequential. Lifestyle, fashion, style, trend, flashy cars,
Louis.
Vuitton bags. You know, they don't matter. They just come secondary.
That is
I
the
think
life.
we all agree.
Yeah, I think I just preached here. Preach.
No, honestly,
It was
No,
good.
you're telling the truth. That is the life and that is the business.
Yeah.
That is the life and that is the business. It
Not
is-
saying that
it
if
is
I see an
selling right now.
opportunity within this vain world of, unrealness, I would not tap into it and exploit it. But, I mean, it's there already.
Mai the
People are-
capitalist is back. After Mai the freedom fighter
and
and
the
philosopher,
philosopher.
now the capitalist is back with us. But well,
I like to be correct on every ground.
That's why I cover all the
Clarify
bases.
You covered it. You
It's
covered
selling
it.
though. It's selling.
It is. I can't hide away from the real world that we're in. This is the world we're in. So, you choose one or the other. You blend it a little bit, 50-50, you get back. And
it's been really interesting having you in the studio. Thank you so much for joining us.
thank you for inviting
Thank you
me.
for
Thank you very much.
It's always lovely to see men who walk the talk.
Yes.
Who are real.
We enjoyed it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
We're not done yet. We'll go for a short break, and when we get back, Chigo will be doing her special thing as usual.
In the time of our life, the time of our lives.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is your girl again, a Chigo. On another something. Any other Chigo you meet in your life is a counterfeit. This is a real one. Right here in your very before your flat screen. Yeah, and I'm here to talk to you today about real nails. That's being real. Genuine this thing. No faking this thing. Just being yourself. The problem in our country today, as I can see it, is that people want to live above their means. You get it? When you know that you can only afford Ankara, but you want to wear silk or gabardine, your money is not enough, So it's a very bad thing. You have to learn to, look within you, find the real person within you, embrace that person within you, and maintain yourself. I think of something in my mind, just of maintaining your world champion. That means that you're gonna stand in the place where God has put you. He gave you a talent, pursue your talent, to make yourself, take yourself further and further, upper and upper. Yeah. So, this maintaining your champion concept, is something that Chigo thought about it. I said to myself, Chigo said, I said, Chigo, we have to maintain our champion. And Chigo said, yeah, we're gonna. So I wanted to motivate the people, in a very forward-thinking manner. And so I penned down a music, and my song is very simple. It's called Maintain Your Champion. Maintain your champion, maintain your champion, maintain your champion where you are. Don't leave your talent to pursue another market. Maintain your champion where you are. Don't leave your talent to what? Pursue another market. Maintain your champion where you are, so that you will not be a west, and your journey will never be in what van. This is your girl again, live and direct, the one and only. Any other one is counterfeit. My name is what? Che Girl. Bye-bye.
In the time of our lives.
What more can I say? We need to learn to cut our coats according to our size in everything we do. It's been another fun episode of your favorite TV talk show, Walk the Talk. As we close on this episode, I'd like to leave you with the words of Joseph Campbell. The privilege of a lifetime is being who you are. Never be afraid to be yourself. Thank you for tuning in, and remember to walk the talk in your own heels and not anyone else's. Take care.
They don't understand our love. They say we're not good enough. No matter what they say, oh, we are. We're having the time of our lives.